As we told you earlier, the Goog announced that it's begun working on an operating system for PCs. Microsoft has another battle to fight, believe it or not, and we'll explain it all right now in The Loop. It's the Goog. When I'm over the Goog's house for dinner, I say, "What's up, Goog?" It's the Goog. Joining me from San Francisco to help us make sense of it all, TechCrunch.com writer MG Siegler joins us. How are you, MG?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I was concerned last night when I saw your article about this because I saw a giant mushroom cloud and thought maybe Google changed their name to Skynet and this was the end and we were all doomed. But really, the internet has been treating today's news about an operating system like it is the second coming. So maybe just tell us what Google announced exactly and just how big of a deal this really is.
Sure. I mean, it's a huge deal. Google basically announced that they're releasing next year a Chrome operating system, which is obviously based off of their web browser of the same name. But this is huge because Google and Microsoft have been battling in, a number of different areas, certainly Office versus Google Docs, and now even Bing versus Google Search. And now this is Google going straight at the core of Microsoft. So,
right.
This has potential to be huge. And
they're calling this, we know that the netbook market is growing exponentially. People are picking up sub-notebooks left and right. But they're saying that this will also power a full-size PC as well. Do you think Google's playing it safe right now with expectations by saying, hey, look, we're not only going after desktops by any stretch. We're focusing on the netbook and mobile market?
Maybe a little bit, but I think that they saw an opening. This is very much an opening for them at the netbook level, because a lot of those netbooks are still running Windows XP, which is just about 8 years old already.
Right.
And so all these people buy these netbooks. They're running this old software on it, and a lot of them are using it to run the Google Chrome browser. So I think they saw this as an entry point, and they're taking this very seriously. Right before I came on, they announced some of their partners, and it's some big guys. It's HP, it's Acer, it's some of the huge netbook makers. So for now, they're going to take this seriously at the netbook level, and then certainly this goes into their future plans down the road.
XP is far too bloated to be a netbook OS. Windows 7 is going to be the same in terms of raw power that these devices have. But isn't this more of an attack on Google, or I'm sorry, on Apple at this point? Because last time I checked my iPhone, yes, it's a phone, but this is clearly a mobile or netbook operating system that's running. Should Apple be more concerned than Microsoft at this point?
I really don't think so, because, well, you could consider the iPhone to be a netbook of sorts. It's really, they're partnering up with a lot of these actual netbook makers, small little computers that you go around and you just browse the web on. Apple obviously has applications that are standalone and go beyond just the web, and a lot of games on top of that. But so I see this as very much Google coming after Microsoft directly in the netbook market and using this to get a foot in the door to battle them, in the bigger market eventually. Apple has always been kind of about, the premium level, and this is something that's very different. This operating system is going to be available for free. It's going to be on cheap netbooks, and it's not going to be at the same level that Apple plays in the PC world.
Well, let's say I am Microsoft right now. Am I full on freaking out right now? Do I have a mobile OS in development? I mean, there's been some rumors that Microsoft is going to announce something big next week, and that's why Google made their announcement when they did. Right. Any truth to that?
So I don't know anything specifically, but I do know that Microsoft is having a huge conference down in New Orleans next week, and there have been a lot of rumors that they're going to announce something, and maybe Google wanted to preempt them by doing this late last night. And certainly it could be something, there's one rumor that says it could be something that's been codenamed Gazelle, which is a new browser kind of built from the ground up, not based on IE at all. But one of the more interesting rumors is that Microsoft could finally be ready to really show off what they're planning on doing with Office completely on the web, not just, the desktop version of it, completely browser-based.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's been rumored for a little while here. Some competition for Google Docs would be nice, but I'm installing Chrome immediately off the name alone because I love the browser, and I think it's definitely huge news. And MG, your article was great. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you keeping us in the loop.